Malcolm Travis, a teammate of mine. If I had to say, like, what are his skills, obviously he's got well-rounded skills in terms of things people look for, but it's his tenacity that is just so hard to deal with. Even when you roll with Malcolm in the jiu-jitsu room, you may get a dominant position early, you may not. It depends on how things are going. But even if you do, he never stops fighting it. Never.
These are the big boys fighting toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Anthony in the red corner. Anthony Wilson wearing the red gloves. Malcolm Travis wearing the blue gloves.
By the way, Malcolm Travis was 240 pounds 13 days ago.
Wow.
So it's been a bit of a rough weight cut for him. But he did it, man. He did it. He made weight. That's when the fight was offered to him. He took the fight on relatively short notice. Fantastic inside leg kick. Now you're going to see here, Wilson is a southpaw. Going to be interesting to see if he goes to the body in the way he can. Both guys have you see the rear leg round kick or the straight. Those are devastating for either guy, but it's the guy who's the left-handed. He's the one that has access to the liver.
Good left from Anthony Wilson, fighting out of the red corner. Malcolm Travis in the blue gloves. Both guys weighing 210. Crossroads MMA for Wilson, Beta Academy for Travis.
Well, hard inside leg kick there from Wilson, unchallenged.
This fight brought to you by Primetime, the ultimate all-American sports bar, grill, and lounge out in Fairfax County. You guys make sure you stop out there and check them out.
So I talked to Malcolm, my teammate, ahead of time. And he said he was going to slug it out with him. But what he also said was, if that doesn't go well, what I think I might do is take him to the ground, because he believes, rightly or wrongly, that if you put Wilson in a less than dominant position, so if you can get mounts on him or side control, that he gasses easily.
A couple of good rights and lefts from Wilson. Good kick to the midsection. Not sure if those sting or not. That might have been a little low.
I just noticed now that Wilson has pink trunks on. He's out there just showing off, man. And you can see him trying to target that liver. That one just sort of scraped with the toes. Wasn't quite there, but he's aware of it. By the way, it also looks like Wilson might have the speed advantage.
Good rights and lefts.
It also looks like Travis is the naturally bigger guy. In other words, they may be the same weight, but Travis is the one who more naturally fits in that position. You know, this is where, I don't know anything about Wilson enough to say otherwise, but this is where Malcolm is just a handful. Malcolm Travis, he is so good. You see on the left side there, him trying to dig the underhook. He will do this until he is no longer conscious. He will fight that underhook with just relentless tenacity until you just give it up. It's one of the things about him that makes him so difficult. There it is, just like that. And even if he loses, he'll go right back to it.
Malcolm trying to use his weight over there.
As well he should. Like, it looks to me like Wilson carries it a little bit more in his legs and is a little bit more spry, but I just don't think he fits in the same. He's not.
Yeah.
These guys arranged this fight on Facebook. And they were negotiating weight over Facebook. Like, hey, you want to fight it this way? You can see the replay here. So far, Wilson just looks a little bit more spry. Spinning back kick.
Not sure that did any damage.
Overcoming. That was a nice right hand as Malcolm Travis walked forward. Travis looks like he wants to get his hands on him, I think, now, and maybe take this fight to the ground.
But I think you were correct. I think Travis is a quicker fighter, and I think that's given Malcolm just a little bit of trouble.
Anthony is the quicker fighter. Right. Anthony Wilson. Because I don't think he looks like a middleweight.
But he's quick.
He's super quick. Anthony Wilson looks like a middleweight who just hasn't cut weight yet.
Right.
Travis is a legit heavyweight, and he's cutting down to just above what would be light heavyweight.
Gotcha. Round number 2. This fight scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Referee Arvin Terrell. If you're over there and you're standing in even Wilson's corner after this, first of all, you don't get on him about his pink trunks, but what are you going to say to him?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep circling on the outside, and I think the key for him right now, stay off the fence. He's bigger, he's a little bit stronger, and I think that's where he's going to want to execute his takedowns. Don't give it to him. As long as you keep circling, bringing the fight back to center, it might be his to lose.
Here we go with round number 2 here at Cagezilla in Ashburn, Virginia. So far, the fights tonight, absolutely fantastic. I love seeing this.
This is awesome, by the way. My coach, Coach Nakapon,
doesn't have a towel.
So he just took off his shirt.
Takes off his shirt, shows his six-pack.
Yeah, and when you look like that, well, I mean, come on.
Take off
so
your
unfair.
shirt.
Get out of here, coach. Killing me.
All right, here we go. Round
That's
number
amazing.
2. We don't need that shirt.
Well, he doesn't. I do. Let's see how Malcolm Travis adjusts. It looks like to me it's Travis that has to do the more adjusting.
You know, as many times as I've called these fights, Luke, doesn't matter. When these big boys get in here, the cage moves,
It just
and when
rattles.
they come towards me, there's no way. There's no way for me not to move. Like they're coming right out the cage. Good
Brilliant.
kick.
Caught him moving to his left and timed it perfectly. Now he has double underhooks. Let's see what he can do with it. And pulls guard. I mean, look,
what was that?
Well, you know what? I think he was trying a sweep. And it looks like he's trying to take the back there and didn't quite get it. That's unusual to see him pull guard. I'll talk to him after the fight. I don't know that he was pulling guard, and it looks like someone's bleeding now, too. It looks like Travis is bleeding.
Oh, I don't know. It looks to me like Malcolm's bleeding.
He's trying a modified
Malcolm
version.
got a headbutt or something to the eye.
He's trying a modified version of the scissor sweep. That's what he's doing. You control their posture as they're on top of you. You block one leg, and then you turn them over. That's what he was trying, and boy, that cut looks nasty.
Travis is bleeding profusely. I mean, that is something. His eye is open, wide open.
And it's right above the right eye, unfortunately, dripping.
That one didn't get a shirt from the coach.
That is problematic. Let's take a look at it here in the video. Hard to see exactly.
Right
That doesn't look good.
It's wide open. I mean, it's gashed open. The doctor out there, Dennis O'Hara.
It's a little bit over the eyelash. That is kind of problematic for him.
Dr. Dennis O'Hara is certified chiropractic sports physician out of Manassas, Virginia. You guys make sure you stop over there and see him. He's off of Dorsey Circle. His phone number 703-368-8800. Dr. Dennis O'Hara. Make sure you check him out. I guess he's going to give him a clean bill of health and let him keep going, but I'm going to tell you that just above the eye, that just bleeds, and there's no way to stop it. The first little brush when these guys start fighting, Luke, this is going to start gushing.
Also, I don't know. The rules are different state by state, but I'm not sure if Vaseline is allowed to be reapplied, but during the middle of a round. I could be wrong about that, but
well, whether or not it's against the rules or not, he did it.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I mean, it's dripping already. He's going to end up getting some stitches tonight.
Yeah.
There.
So now we're asking, what does Anthony Wilson wants to do?
Yeah.
He wants to target it.
Yeah. He needs to go right at that. Both fighters standing toe to toe.
You know what I'm seeing right now, right away? Malcolm Travis a lot more aggressive this round. The guard pulling to the sweep. Not exactly what most fighters would choose in that scenario, but it's an offensive maneuver. He's trying to affect change in the bout.
And if you're Wilson, do you move towards that left eye? Because that's going to start dripping into Malcolm's eye.
I mean, look, it's an overhand left if you can crack him with it.
Yeah.
Coming from that southpaw stance, you could throw a right leg kick, and as you bring the right leg down, drive the left over the top. Lots of different ways to attack it. Or just even in the clinch, tie up with him and throw an elbow over the top. There's any number of different choices available to you.
Yeah, that'll open it up too. Anthony Wilson in the red gloves, Malcolm Travis in the blue gloves. We got about a minute left in round number 2.
I think Travis should just let his hands go. He's landing when he throws. He's not exactly being countered.
In the back of your mind, that when you have a cut like that, it opens up. Do you start concentrating on that eye?
I think some fighters definitely do, but not all of them. It really depends.
As you see the blood just start to trickle down Malcolm Travis's face, he landed a good right kick to Anthony Wilson's midsection.
I don't think the cut is going to bother him in the sense that he's freaking out, oh my God, I'm bleeding.
Right.
That's not the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
But just, physiologically speaking, if there's blood in your eye, you can't see.
You just can't see.
Definitely, no doubt about it, at Beta Academy, Malcolm Travis is easily one of the tougher, more resilient guys in problem areas. Believe me, I've been there when I'm trying to give him problems. It's annoying as hell when he doesn't succumb to them.
Right. Both guys very athletic for big men.
Yeah.
Good front kick, good right.
They don't show up with these Arnold Schwarzenegger physiques, but don't let that fool you. These guys are well-conditioned, spry, good athletes.
At the end of round number 2, between Anthony Wilson, Malcolm Travis, I'm going to give this one to Anthony Wilson. This round, I mean, it's a close one.
It's closer. Let's take a look at the replay here. We have it for just a second.
Well, that was a better replay of the Hooters girls.
I think that they're going to count the eye. That's a nice little body kick there, timing it. This is where I'm trying to see. That's where the headbutt came in. I'll say this: even if Wilson won it, he won it barely. That was a much more even round. He probably won the first one pretty clean. Right. This one, that might be a little bit closer. We'll have to see if and when it goes to the judges.
The timeout, when the judge sees blood or he sees an eye split open in a timeout, do they put that on the card? Do they put that in the back of their memory bank?
Some do, some don't. It's such a wide variance about what they look at and what they count and what they're supposed to look at. I think they want to look at it in the sense of if you intentionally threw an uppercut and maybe it caught him on the nose and it breaks it, okay, they'll count that.
Right.
But if you just had an incidental headbutt, I don't know that they're really supposed to look at that.
Right. One more round here in this event. Both fighters. Anthony Wilson already up. Seconds are out. Looks like he's ready to roll.
He's definitely breathing a little heavier. Trust me when I tell you Travis can go this full round, no problem. Fair amount of Vaseline over that right eye. That might get in his, you see him just wipe it right off.
Yeah. All right, here we go, round number 3. Both fighters make their way out, toe-to-toe, touch gloves. Front kick by Travis right off the, by Travis right off the bat.
This fight may still be up for grabs. Whoever really wants it. If someone goes out there and puts on a dominating performance, you just never know.
And this is the one where you don't want to leave it to the judges. This is, I know you never want to leave it to the cards, Luke, but this one I can't tell. Like this one, I just couldn't tell.
It's harder to judge for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he just scared him to the ground.
Look
Travis just runs him around.
Well, see, one person is just, look, he's fleeing. Technically, that's, I mean, evasive maneuvering is good. But if that leads into just literal running, well, it's problematic.
I mean, that looked like a barroom brawl, and you were chasing a guy through the bar around the tables.
That was still evasive enough. He ducked under a punch and circled
really
out.
Good, yeah.
Someone's got to take this fight. Someone's got to let their hands go. Someone's got to decide this is mine.
Wilson with a little smile and a shaking of the head.
It seems to me that there's not a lot of countering that goes on. Most of it is just who throws first and who gets out of the way. Look at that. Neither one's really countering exactly.
Both fighters right on the Domino's logo, right in the middle of the cage. Good right kick. Right, left lands.
Better from both guys. Okay, but he can take the back here or roll him. You see that? Got the half guard. He can get up. He can turn him just like that. Just like that. Malcolm Travis passing from here is fantastic. He likes to go for the mount and then look for the head and arm triangle. And what did we say at the beginning of this bout? He wants to get a guy where he has the dominant position. He believes Anthony Wilson will gas here.
Now he's rights and lefts. He's trying to land the elbows. Malcolm Travis on top in the blue gloves. Anthony Wilson on his back, pink trunks, red gloves.
And look at the guard is wide open. As soon as I said he's going to pass. He needs to be careful. That left leg's a little wide. He can circle out, but yeah, nice tight to the hip there. He's trying to dig that underhook for stability. He's going to walk. He's going to sort of inch his hand up, and he's probably going to look to pass. But he needs to do something. He needs to score damage. He needs to score some kind of.
Get some elbows.
Yeah, like make him suffer a little bit. Let the judges know you were hurting this guy and you were controlling
him. And here's the eye opening up. You see blood on Wilson.
Wilson has just no answer except he's got the overhook there.
I mean, he's got
not even the overhook.
Yeah, just 210 pounds laying right on top of you. Couple of lefts. Malcolm Travis. That's the end of round number 3. That'll do it.
This is going to be an interesting scorecard.
I mean,
if I had to bet,
more aggressive Malcolm Travis.
Yes. If I had to bet, based on what I think the judges might say, I'm going to bet Wilson.
Right.
But anything is possible here. It was Travis who came on strong at the end of that bout.
Yes, and I think that if he'd have done that in round 2 instead of waiting till round 3, maybe getting him down. And maybe just waited a little bit too long. This is a sport where being proactive pays. You got to get out there, you got to take control, and you got to implement your game plan like we had seen from many guys tonight. Anthony Wilson doing a great job. When we come back, the official decision, it's Kevin Schaefer, Luke Thomas from Cagezilla, right here in Ashburn, Virginia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this fight a split decision. Oof. 28-29, 29-28, 28-29. Winner out of the blue corner, Malcolm Travis.
Malcolm Travis gutting it out. It looked like certainly he had won the third round, certainly had probably lost the first round. It's that second round. You see that aggression. He just can't quite get a hold of him here, but he's chasing the fight. That probably made a difference to the judges. And even when he was rolled here, you see already looking to take the back. Half guard sweep, comes on top, dominating third round. Malcolm Travis is your winner. Fantastic performance by him here at Cagezilla.